files, they do everything.
I'm not involved with this brand at all. And that's my sister in that B-roll because she loves it. I have 8 of them.
You're right. I
was
just
Jamie.
looked. I didn't even think about that. That's right.
Yeah, for those who I always talk about Jamie, that was her, that redhead.
That's Jamie. All right. So this is another really cool item that Bell & Howell makes. And if you're a guy out there, or a gal, but mainly for a guy, I'll talk to that since I know more about that. And you maybe had a big Thanksgiving dinner, right? Or it's middle of the day and you're at work and you had lunch and you just feel like, oh, and you're constantly adjusting your belt. Let me introduce you to the stretch belt. The stretch belt stretches. I don't know if you can see that. It is a woven, beautiful belt. We have colors available. Everybody will get 3. It is the most forgiving, best friend, and good-looking belt that you will ever buy. Chad will explain all of it, but before we do that, why don't you go through your colors, because you know them better than me.
You get 3, and they're in rows, and so this top row is going to be your Aztec collection, our most designer,
so awesome. Tweedy.
and our newest. And then this is going to be your salad. You get all 3 of these. So you get a black, you get a gray, and you get a white. That is a great collection because all 3 come in the pack-up. The top over in the next section is going to be tweed. The tweed is my favorite if you're looking for the biased answer of Chad. Tweed is the top here.
I like, I wear the tweed, this one in tweed color, and I like it in the blue, but I also have the brown, which I love. And these solids are really nice. So they're maybe just a little bit dressier.
Yeah, I think you should. Before I'm going to tell you all about it, but if you could pick up one of the solid sets, I think you're going to be the most happy. And if you can swing it to pick up a second set, please pick up a pattern because that upgrades your wardrobe exponentially.
It's $8 and change a belt.
Yes, exactly.
It's a giveaway, and they're going to last you forever. And they don't get the wear and tear like a lot of other belts.
And I'm going to get into it. This same belt I've had for 5 years that I'm wearing. It's not a joke. The same exact belt. So here's the problem, right? Regular belts, I don't need you to go to your closet and look. This is like 5 holes, okay? So I can only grow or shrink or adjust this belt for where my fingers are. That's it. The tags are going through one here. So there's actually 5 holes, just so you know. And so what is that, a couple of inches? That's it. This belt is leather. It was $85. That's fine. Why don't people buy their own belts, men especially? Because they're expensive, number one, and then you end up poking a hole, the holes stretch out, everything like that. Our belts are a woven mesh fabric. They're called the stretch belt. Athletes know all about them because they're always flexing, maneuvering, changing, right? And so everywhere you go along this belt, when the post goes through, it just pokes through wherever you need it to. And then watch what happens. I'm going to do this very slow. When I pull that post out, do you see where it was? No, you sure don't. Because the entire stretchy belt is where you can adjust it. What does that mean? Well, that means I can grow or shrink as much as I want. One size fits all. Men, women, all of it. Both sides, no matter what color selection you're buying, which collection, leather tips on both sides, double stitched all the way around. So stitching on that side, stitching on that side. This is speaking to what Guy was talking about. They last a really long time because nothing's wearing out like a leather belt. And so if you sit all day and your belt cuts into your stomach, and when you take your pants off and your belt off and you see a red mark from your belt, first of all, your belt was too tight, probably not the right size. This manipulates itself to grow and shrink with you throughout the entire day.
I love it because I never have to fuss with it, right?
Correct.
It gives, if you need to expand it, you can do that. And it'll expand by like another foot.
I'm a size 30.
All right.
Their latest review talked about a size 46.
I love that too. I don't have to pick a size.
Correct.
It fits anybody. I'm a 34. He's a 30.
Yep.
All right. Ladies in the fashion colors would look fantastic. Here's the belt. Watch what it does.
Look at this. That
is crazy. I love it just because I love the size of the belt too. This is, I would say, for everybody out there that doesn't know fashion, guys especially, this is the size you're wearing, unless you're going to do a 70s party and you want to wear a big fat belt with a peace sign. Believe it or not, I actually have one of those. It's for special occasions.
I'm not surprised.
But this is, realistically, this is what you're looking for, right? You want to, I even have my gear back here, and you can see how everything clips onto it. Everything is secure. And when I need a little extra room, I mean, it just naturally expands.
But always goes back.
Right.
It doesn't stay stretched
out. And you can, unlike another belt, you can fine tune this in really small increments.
Oh, yeah.
Versus another belt where it's like an inch or three quarters
No,
of an
I can
inch.
show you. So if I want to adjust it to actually change the post position, what you don't have to do very often, all you do is you don't have to even look at it. You just pull it as far as you want. You want it that little bit or that little bit. You can do it as much as you want, and the post goes right through. Like you're not looking for a hole. You're not doing anything like that. And then here's the big news. If I'm sitting, or if I drive, or I sit in a cubicle all day, It is a flexible mesh fabric. It's not cutting into me, it's comfortable. And if I need to grow or shrink, or I get on an airplane, because you always swell on an airplane, right? Or you have that long car ride, it is comfortable. That's the best part. This is the tweed, by the way. This is part of the tweed collection. This is the black tweed. And what I know is, before I ever had a stretch belt, I've always had to dress up a little bit for work, Guy, as we know. I would take my belt off the second I got home. That belt would come off. Now, honestly, the other day I was like, I'm still wearing my belt. Like, I even have to remind myself I'm wearing a belt.
It's like ladies with the bra. It's the first thing that comes off, right? Because you feel like you're just jammed in all day, or here, and then you're like, oh, I just want. And I do the same thing. It's like belt comes off. When you have this belt, you don't even realize you're wearing it.
No.
It's like it gives you that comfort of knowing you're keeping your pants and everything up, but you really don't even sense that you have it on. It's like not even wearing a belt. Yet remember, we're giving you 3.
Oh yeah.
If we were giving you 2, it would be a good deal. We're giving you 3 belts. So whether you wear navy or black or blue or brown or white or green or gray, doesn't matter what color you wear.
You'll never find a better collection of colors.
No, and it's a really, I always use this when I go to play golf. It's the best activity belt.
Yeah.
Because at my club, you have to wear a belt.
Yes.
When you have to have your shirt tucked in.
Yes.
When you play golf.
Because it looks nice.
So yeah, because it looks nice and it's a club.
Yes.
So I always wear one of these because I love that it's almost like my stretch fitness belt. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to worry about playing with it all day.
If you're golfing, you're moving a lot.
Right.
If you're doing everything. But if you're a lady and you're wearing a big puffer jacket or a big poncho, you can create that waistline wherever you want to because there's no holes in it. So you can adjust it however you want. So you want to bring it up to your bust line, go ahead. Right? You want to do that because so many women around, they're wearing big puffer jackets and then they create that waistline that cinches them in and it looks like a totally different kind of outfit. This belt can be used for more than just your current waistline, but it doesn't matter if you're dressing up or dressing down. A woven mesh, look at this video. Men, women alike. He's dressing up, wearing a tie, he looks great. There are people in this video you're going to see who are not dressed up to go to work and they look just as great.
Have you ever read the reviews on that? I know you have.
There's so many.
I was reading the reviews, and if you get a chance, this is really one of those products that I would love you to go out and check out the reviews because they're great. They're all like, oh my God, this is game changing. Oh my God, it's a belt. But people absolutely love it. In fact, there are almost 90 reviews, and I think it's almost 70 are perfect 5 stars, which makes it a customer pick. Remember, we have our $15 HSN credit card offer today. So if you get a new card, you can take $15 off. Get this on for $10.99 plus your shipping and handling and tax. But a great way to start. And if you've never tried anything Bell & Howell, they've been here for a long, long time.
15 years we've been at HSN.
At HSN, and that's one of our longest running brands. They produce really good products and they do it at a very fair and affordable price.
That's right. And if you can pick, this is probably our most popular, I'm not sure in this moment, but the navy, the brown, and the black. You get all 3 of those. And so to have a brown belt and a black belt, that's pretty normal. Do you ever have a navy belt? I mean, if you don't have a navy belt, that's gonna up your game immediately. And then if you can swing it, I mean, $50 for 6 belts would be crazy. And so, but that's the price. And so tweed is my personal favorite. And the tweed, I'm wearing this one, the black tweed today, but I could wear that navy tweed. And if you have khaki pants, wearing that khaki tweed, do you notice how the leather tips also coordinate perfectly?
This would be a nice, early purchase for Father's Day, right? Think about that if
Mother's Day.
Or Mother's Day. I know, honestly, the decorative belts can be worn anyway.
This is the
and
Aztec.
They're not a dominating belt. In other words, you can wear any one of these belts without it completely changing the look of your outfit, just complementing it.
Well, if you're gonna do solid colors for your outfit, this could be your pop of design. If you're a J. King lover, I don't know if we can get tight on this one. This is part of the Aztec collection. Some of these patterns, they're rolled up, so you might not get a good idea, but the turquoise that is inside of this is very, very J. King. And then look at the ending with the double contrast stitching.
And the buckle.
Oh, yeah, all of it.
I love the buckle because it has a matte finish on the front, and then it's polished on the side, so it really looks beautiful. I mean, honestly, does your belt look that good? Probably not. And let me tell you this too, if you're a senior, and I know, I feel you, if you're a senior out there and you have a hard time with your eyes, trying to get a little thing in a little tiny hole and then buckle it up, you can put this belt on blindfolded.
Yes, you can.
Honestly could.
The nieces and the nephews, you're like, pull your pants up. They don't even have a belt, right? Men don't buy belts for themselves. We don't buy underwear or socks for ourselves. They're just expensive. And as you're just joined us, this is what we're fighting against. Only having this much room to change your belt size, right? And then you got to go buy a new one, or you end up poking a hole in it and they stretch out. If you've never tried a woven mesh belt, welcome. Anywhere you want can be your hole there, and so all you do is poke the post through wherever you want. You pull it out, there's no markings, there's no demarcation, there's no hole left behind. Anywhere you want for the entire length of this. I'm a size 30. Reviews talk about up to size 46 even, men and women alike. If you're looking for a white belt, we have that. A gray belt, we have that. And they're all part of collections that all match. So once you put the collection into your closet, then you have the opportunity to up your game. You would pay this price for a regular belt, one of them, one belt. And this is 3. And if you are going to gift it, we do give you boxes with them.
I have one belt that's like, you know the belt. I think you've probably seen it. Hundreds of dollars. But that,
Probably
now that.
only because of the buckle.
Probably because of the buckle, exactly right. I gave that to myself as a Christmas gift like 4 years ago. And I was like, you know what? I need a belt. This will be my fancy belt. This could be that, but it's your everyday belt as well. Because I wouldn't wear that belt playing golf.
No.
Because I want that, that belt will not last forever. This belt will.
And I've had, because obviously I sell these, I've had a couple in the closet when people have come over, like my nieces, my nephews, things like that. They didn't bring a belt. I'm like, here's a belt. And it's not a—
You gave me one.
And it's not a thought because it was like $8. I'm like, it doesn't cost me a fortune.
By the way, they're individually boxed. So if you want to grab them as gifts, you got, like I said, you got Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever it is, or a birthday, and you want to, listen, especially with dads and dudes, this is the kind of thing we'd like to get because we won't buy it for ourselves.
Yep.
All right, if you missed it, Chad is going to tell you about our lights that we had earlier. We're going to give him about 30 seconds. 1,000 gone.
Wow.
People are going crazy. It's the lowest price ever on one of the most popular infomercial products out there. Go ahead, Chad.
That's 100.